Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Cole's Farm. It's March 14th. It's late in the afternoon. Current temperature in Jacksonville, North Carolina at 76 degrees and feels like 73 degrees and 49% humidity. The WeatherBug app has the pollen at a 9.8 out of 10 and that category is high. The sources are cedar, juniper, birch, and oak. Let's see, so the last inspection was March 3rd, so 11 days ago, and back on February 12th is when I added the top deep to hive number 1 and hive number 2. I have what used to be hive number 3, I guess it still is, but they're condensed into a nuke, which happened at the same time. So both boxes have been on top of the hives 1 and 2 for a month, and hive number 3 has been condensed down to a nuke for a month. So I'm just going to pop the tops, get a general assessment of how the top boxes are looking to see if the queen has continued to lay eggs throughout them, which I suspect she has. And one of my main focuses is really to make a determination today to see how hive number 3 is doing. One of two things, whether this hive is ready to add or to have another box, a 5-frame nuke box added, or if they are potentially, well, I guess 3 things: if they need more time, or if they are ready to go back into a 10-frame box, which I have a feeling we're not there yet. So like usual, enough of me yapping, let's pop the tops and see how the hives are looking. Oh yeah, almost forgot again, even though I have a visual reminder right here. Hey, quick shout out to Veterans Owned Business, VOB, on social media, and they have a website. Excellent company, supports veterans. I got quite a few cool stickers in the mail a few weeks ago. Forgot to, 1, put it on the smoker so I can kind of represent them as well, and 2, forgot to mention it just because I was busy and anxious to get back in the hive. So anyway, enough of me talking, let's pop the tops and see how things are looking. And I will try to do a better job of camera awareness, because I realized the last video I posted I was blocking the camera with my veil for a little bit when I was trying to show everybody what eggs, larvae, and everything else looked like. So I'll be a little more aware of that. Oh yeah. Hopefully y'all can see that. So, queen cups, and a whole lot of them. That's a heavy box. So there's a whole bunch of queen cups there. They're getting feisty already. I have a feeling I'm getting closer to the queen, because you can hear them get a little louder. So yeah, alright, here we go. See, this is what I'm saying. This is frame number 7, and there are eggs. There are eggs all the way out here. That breed, obviously. So this queen is, she's doing good. She's still laying a pretty strong brood pattern. See what we can see on this side. It's a lot of nectar. Oh yeah. Alright, so for anybody that wants to know, so you got nectar, you got some pollen, as you can see. There's eggs in here, some spun larvae. Trying to get the sun to my back. Yeah. That's frame 8. That's what I was saying. I still like the left side of the box for some reason. Or that was frame 7. I think I said 8. This is frame 9. Yeah, sorry about the camera. This is frame 8. Whole bunch of queen cups here. Check this out. So, again, ain't nothing in it. But, now it's a whole bunch of food. I'm gonna scrape that off. This is frame 8. Just trying to think about the cleanest way to do this. I'll have to grab something off camera. Maybe, that's just the comb is so dark. Alright, frame 6. Drone brood at the top of that side. And just looking at a whole bunch of drones too. I'm trying to see if I can actually spot any mites. Bees, which is really challenging because everything's kind of moving. Last inspection, looking back at a few pictures I took, or stills from the video, you can actually see mites on a few bees, which, you know, it's not really surprising at all. But yeah, a whole bunch of drone cells up there. Another queen cup right there. There's nothing in it. We got some eggs right here. Not really surprised about that. I mean, you know, clearly the queen's still here. It's not always going to be one of those things where you find the queen. It's as if for her, she's trying to evade you. Alright, 7. Whole bunch of caps. Well, cap larvae. So these were all laid probably about 9. Well, it's hard to say. Maybe 9 days ago. Less than 9 days ago. Yeah, this whole frame is nothing but eggs and larvae that started to pupate. Capped brood. Some uncapped brood. Got some fat drones walking around. But yeah, it's kind of cool. You can see that. than usual. Alright, so I'll do my summary real quick. Alright, so hive number 1 looks pretty strong. I didn't really memorize how many frames, but quite a few frames of nice brood, a lot of nectar, pollen, basically great sources. Queen still lying, just laying eggs, just great. Didn't see the queen at all, but eggs that were at least 1 to 3 days old. So things are looking pretty good. And reverse the boxes on hive number 1. So I'm gonna move the camera around, turn it off real quick, so we can look at what is now. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna leave the camera where it's at. Slide this over. This is probably gonna be fairly quick. I'm just gonna give the bees a few minutes to calm down, just because they're all over the place. So if you have any questions or comments, if you see me doing anything kind of strange or different, or I guess if you just have a question about why I'm doing something, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I don't get too many comments these days with the 48 subscribers I have, which thank you for subscribing. But I would like to get to the point where I have a few more subscribers and just a little more interaction with the videos. I know they're not like the most exciting videos like other people, and sometimes they can be kind of long. But still kind of new. So, if anybody had, sorry about that. I know the veil was blocking the camera. Just wanted to see what was going on the porch. So if you have any questions or anything, just post them in the comments. All right, things have settled down a little bit. Let's see. Hive. Well, what used to be hive number 3. Let's see how it's looking. Well, this is, I can tell you this much, this is more than usual. There's a nice little bit of propolis formed on the inner cover. So I did see them initially when I put them into the nut box, and they did a really nice job. But that's not really what I'm concerned with. My main concern with this colony is to see how the queen's doing. So this is really nice. I mean, that is a nice frame of new comb. Like I said, I really want to see how the queen is doing, if her her brood pattern is not better. And when I moved them over here, created or condensed hive queens with a nuke, I moved a brood from one of the other hives in here, and it got cold a day or 2 later, and I'm most certain that brood actually got chilled, because last time I was in here it was still capped, and it had been capped for a while. And then just the other day I came out here just to observe the front porches of the hives, and I saw what looked like basically a pupated larva, if that's a correct term, on the front porch, which to me indicated that they were actually starting to remove some of the chilled brood. Yeah, we got eggs and small larvae that's begun to spin, and some capped brood there, so she's still plugging away. And yeah, I think this queen is okay. I don't think she's that poor of a layer or old like some people say, because there's eggs, you can see this, all throughout here, and then obviously some spun larvae. So I think she's still doing her thing. I think she's pretty strong. Stronger than I initially thought. Okay. Yeah, I mean that ain't bad at all. Be nice to see her, but that's a different story. Yeah. I think she just might be a slow starter. She might just be slow going. Because that's a pretty solid brood pattern. Okay. Alright, so on to the doozy, hive number 2, which is a 3 deep colony. This one's going to be probably pretty rough. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a second, reposition everything, and then we'll get into hive number 2. Okay, we're back. Hopefully the sun's not at a terrible angle to where it's blinding the camera. I'm going to pop the top on hive number 2 after I get my smoker going, because this one might be kind of strong. So we'll see how this one's looking. Before I get too far into it, something interesting from this past month's bee meeting is they actually talked about stacking a hive too tall, because the idea is that the queen's pheromone might not circulate throughout the colony and will produce more swarm cells. So I'm going to crack open or separate box 3 from 2, take a look underneath the frames and see if we can spot any swarm cells. But this many bees up top, well, I mean, it's not really that many, but just more than I'm used to, might be a pretty good indication that this hive's pretty full. Surprisingly, because it's 3 deeps. Oh yeah. Outskirts. Nectar, spun larva. I don't see any eggs. Some spun larva. That is just, I mean, that's just pretty. I mean, you have a nice new comb, very light in color. Very light capped brood. I'm going to scrape that bird comb off. So that's what? 35. Some really nice to the top box pretty quickly. This one looks pretty awesome. This one is top view. I'll show you in a second. I mean, let's see. And this side, look at all that. I mean, I'm gonna let it go. There's not anything wrong with having that many drones, just the fact that they don't forage and bring any nectar or pollen. They just hang out in the hive. So that kind of combined with, yeah, look at that. Oh, that drone brood, man. I'm just gonna scrape off that bird comb. This is kind of nice, so probably really hard to tell on camera, but as you can see, nice cat brood band. And then I was looking right here just now, and there's nothing but eggs. Eggs throughout. Eggs for days. And then up top, towards me, between the brood band, small spun larvae. This is the yellow plastic foundation, which looks nice, but honestly makes it really hard to see eggs. Larva. I can't see eggs at all. That's 5. I'm gonna eat that. This is 4. That would be the top box. Ring 4. So Alright, well, it's a pretty agitated here. Because there's so many of them. There's a whole lot of business. They love the camera for some reason. Anyway. Alright, so March 14th, I think. What I said. Anyway, it's March 14th, so thanks for watching. Number 2, number 2, the triple deep. I mean, this is not expected it to be. At least in a few of the boxes. So I reversed this one as well. What was in the box is so that's the bottom box. Anyway, honestly, I don't think it matters because the kids are going to do whatever they want. We just try to artificially do a few things. She's a pretty strong queen, so we just need to figure out a plan whether or not I'm going to buy some queens, make some splits, introduce the new queens, and then make them colonies, or do a walkaway split where you don't really check where the queen is, you just kind of split up the brood, split the hives, and then the hive doesn't have a queen, you just see basically just queen cups, and then they'll make their own queen. The only downside of that is by the time whenever you do that, you're not really talking about that. Well, you are talking about the colony becoming productive in about 6 weeks, because it takes 16 days for a queen, it takes about 4 days for her to meet, so mate come back. By the time she lays those eggs, it's 21 days for workers, so you're looking at about 6 weeks before you have a queen, which is a pretty significant amount of time, especially if you're in eastern North Carolina, because our honey flow is relatively short. It's going to be about 1/12 of the doing well. Check this out. Yeah, I'd say hive number 2 is doing pretty good. And then the nuke, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Hive number 3 is kind of trucking along. So I'm going to let them calm down, fly back in the hive, clean up out here, give it some thought, but I'm really because they're packing away some nectar in the outer frames, which they typically use in food stores. But, you know, once they fill those up, the supers just give them space for surplus. That's what it stands for. Surplus honey, which is for me. So thanks for watching Cole's Farm mid-March. I'll be out here in about 10 days or so. That should be for the north. So inspection videos will either be twice a month or 3 times a month. If I come out here to do anything else,